Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly readings. And this one will be for the sign of... Oh, we're off with Cancer. Cancer, you're first up this week. I just want to make sure you can see your sign here. There we go. Okay. So firstly, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I must remember the camera's there, not over there. Oh, I can't teach an old dog trick. Of course you can teach an old dog new tricks. If you're interested in doing all the classes throughout July and August, if there's something that appeals to you, please send me an email through and tell me you want to join. Please note that the classes in August are at an earlier time, which I hope will fit in with most of you. Also notice that I've changed some of the content. After August groups, I'm going to move to just doing 1 or 2 groups, but for longer periods of time. And so that may change things again. If you would like a personal reading, everything is in the box below. And I think that's everything. Just remember, these readings are only general. They may not resonate with you. If they don't, make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, or alternatively find another reader. Lots of great readers on YouTube, and there's certainly someone out there who has your story. The readings do flip-flop too, so keep that in mind. And I'm using oh look, nice Cancer card, using the Connolly Tarot here, which is sort of, I've got a bit of a love affair going with this at the moment. It's a bit of a favourite. Alrighty, and we're ready. Thanks, Spirit. All right, so we have the 7 of Wands coming straight through. Now, the 7 of Wands is a card of sort of standing your ground, being stubborn, and really standing up for what you believe in here. So there's a lot of strength in this card. It can also be about defending yourself to people. So it may be that you're in a position at the moment where you feel like you've got to defend yourself all the time. But certainly a lot of strength in this card. Okay, so we have the being single, feeling single, ready to mingle card here. So this is about going it alone. So you could have walked away from something that sort of kept you standing your ground on something here. But you're sort of moving into this period of time where you're feeling very independent, very self-sufficient. You may just have enough money to keep yourself going, but you're sort of in a different place. Wow, nice, Cancer. You've got a wish coming true here. So something you've really wanted. Page of Pentacles coming in. So I feel that there's some sort of decision that is going to... There is something here that you want to work on, and you are making some sort of decision on whether to communicate that here. So something's changing for you. Let me just have a look at that again. Some sort of wish coming true. Making a decision on whether to work on something. You've got a brand new start here with the Ace of Wands. I feel that you've built up a lot of strength here. So I'm not quite sure what you've been doing or what you've been going through, but you've been fighting here. You've been fighting hard to get what you want, basically. All right, so first card out, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Pentacles, of course, is the card of equal give and take. It talks about spreading the wealth fairly. And a big lesson for most of us, because we often end up in situations where we are constantly giving to a situation that isn't giving anything back. And sometimes this can create that toxicity. So I feel like there's some sort of lesson you've learned here about reciprocity, being fair. Some sort of lesson here that you've learned now to take back. All right, let's get some more information. Beautiful. All right. So we have the 6 of Cups coming through here as well. So you have 2 6s here. Now, the 6 of Cups talks about something from your past here. It can be past love, past life soulmate, but something from the past here that's coming back to be revisited. I feel that you've been doing a lot of learning here around your own childhood trauma, expectations, learning. there is a very strong feeling here that you are starting to understand that what you learned as a child may not be serving you in your, your big life. Now you've put your big girl pants on. Something here is still holding you back, or has been holding you back, in terms of your understanding about reciprocity, which I couldn't say before. And you are learning this, something from when you were a child here. So there could have been a lot of giving before. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands coming through here. So you may be dealing with someone who's a Leo, Sag or Aries here. And you could be wanting a brand new beginning with someone. There looks like a brand new relationship coming through here for you. And it's got something to do with you understanding or walking away from understanding when situations turn toxic. Now, a lot of this stuff is learned in childhood. So if you had, a family where the energy was not about equal give and take, or where somebody was very dominant in your family, you may have found yourself in similar situations as you grew up because of your childhood learning. So sometimes we don't realize things are turning toxic, and what we tend to do is, when things aren't going well, we tend to put more love, more care and more energy into something, which means that very often we just turn it more toxic. So if someone's not giving to the relationship, they'll just keep taking, which it eventually ends up quite a nasty relationship. I feel like you are learning that lesson here. And I feel like you're moving on to somebody else here, or a relationship here, because you want to offer something long term now that you've learned this lesson. So we sometimes can learn this within a relationship. We can learn it through our own self-healing. And it's about learning that you deserve to get back as well, that your values are just as good as somebody else's. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands here. So we've got stable relationship. We do have the Five of Swords coming out here with the Hierophant. Wow. This is about, you may be approaching someone for a long-term relationship, maybe even marriage here. There's something you've achieved here. Something you've achieved that you've walked away from, that may have been quite difficult for you to move away from in light of this energy here, in light of your learning. But I feel that whatever you've done here has opened a new pathway for you. This is absolutely beautiful. These cards are just stunning. This talks about, having something more stable. You may be sort of coming up with this energy of the Queen of Wands, feeling very attractive, ready to take leadership in your life, ready to know what to go after and what you want. But there's some sort of relationship here that involves either marriage or long-term commitment. And I feel like you've fought really hard for this. But now you're in a position to offer this to someone. Beautiful. Look at you go. Loving your clothes, loving your attire. There is a Tower here though. So why do we have the Tower? There seems to be this sort of feeling here of great happiness, great joy. Why the Tower, Spirit? Why the Tower? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles coming through. I'm going to have to put some more cards to clarify that. Something in an offer. So what's happening here is there seems to be some offer either being made to you or you're making to someone else. And it's been slow. It's been a slow process because you've been really working hard to get yourself back to being who you were truly meant to be. Now you want to offer somebody something here, or somebody is coming to offer you something. Could be a water sign here. And it feels to me that whatever this is has taken a long time because of this healing energy. And the Tower's coming in, which sort of makes me feel like something isn't quite as it seems. So let's have a look. I see that you've fought hard for something, but you've achieved what you fought hard for. And now you can sort of reap the benefits of that with this Wish card. There's some sort of message going out to someone here that you've had to really toss up. And I think this is this whole Knight of Pentacles, this very slow energy, because you may have been stuck with the decision you had to make. but now you're deciding to put work into something to have a brand new start here. Feeling very passionate and very driven in this card. I just want more clarification on this Tower so I don't leave you hanging on the edge here. It's a bit like leaving the last episode or losing the last episode to a show. Or those mean people who make shows and leave the last episode up in the air. That's where we're at. So it seems to me that some sort of decision has to be made around a long-term relationship, something that's kept you stagnant for a while. And it could be this sort of internal fighting, this sort of internal journeying here. Yeah, look at this. You're worried about, they don't even have to get any more cards. So the Tower's here because you want to make an offer to someone and you're not really sure whether they're going to accept your offer or not. Very, very strongly here. Sorry, just getting the energies through. And I feel like you've waited so long to do this and you finally decided it's now something you want to work on, something you want to move forward on. But there's this feeling here that you're worried about somebody turning their back on the offer or refusing the offer. And it's like you've put so much work and energy and effort into it. I'm going to pull another card. Okay. And then I get the Seven of Wands back again. No, you're quietly determined here. Okay, that's enough. I think that's plenty. So it doesn't matter. You're going in. That's why you've got the Tower here. I think you've resigned yourself to the fact that somebody may not accept your cup and you're willing to take a chance on it now. You're not giving up that easily with that Seven of Wands. And I think that through your past experience there, whatever you've been through to get to where you are has taught you a lot about your own tenacity and about your own strengths there. So I feel like you're not giving up that easily now. It looks like you're taking things to the very nth degree. Ooh, that would be right, wouldn't it? I'm going to get 2 oracle cards out here. Alrighty, let's have a look at what's going on for the oracle cards. Down here, Cancer. Alright, let's just this is just beautiful. Okay, so we're going to read Loving All That Is, card 22. Loving all that is. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You are just asked to love everything. You're just asked to love. Oh, that's a nice little message. I haven't heard that before. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You are just asked to love. Everything else will take care of itself. And it's really beautiful because the little poem here says, a state of being, allowing, receiving, becoming one with all that is. And it was very much about that Six of Pentacles up the front, about you learning that you're allowed to take back again. It isn't all about giving. Okay, so we have card 28, which is a sacred conversion. And I think this is the one that was really, I think the other one just came out to give it a little bit of solidity. Oh, wow. Okay, this is about bringing yourself together. I'm not going to read the whole card. If you want to go out and have a Google that, you'll be able to get the whole message. It's a really long one. So the oracle holds a message for you. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry, you are a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day and the growth happens naturally. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished. Very, very nice. Have a wonderful week, Cancer.